Southern Company, the biggest U.S. utility owner, saying today that it will invest up to $17 billion in the next 3 years to meet energy demands here in the U.S. Also reported its fourth quarter results, revenue beating estimates. Southern has a new CEO, as you know. Tom Fanning took the reins in December, and he joins me now for his first interview, a first on Bloomberg Television interview. And good morning, Tom. Great to have you with us.
Good morning, Betty. Delighted to be here.
I want to get your first reaction to what President Obama said. It's a lofty goal, 80% clean energy consumption by 2035. Is that realistic?
You know, I don't know whether 80% is kind of the right objective by that time frame. What I do know is that Southern Company has been engaged in helping craft our national energy policy. And in fact, we're the one company in America that's actually investing in every one of the technologies that he referenced. He referenced new nuclear. We are leading the renaissance of new nuclear in America with our Vogtle 3 and 4 units. He referenced clean coal. We've developed our own clean coal technology. We are licensing it to China. So that's United States technology licensed to China. And we're building a 580 megawatt plant in Mississippi.
Okay.
We're building new gas. We're building renewables and also energy efficiency. We're avoiding the need by using wise utilization of energy to build new energy in the United States.
Right. But, Tom, it sounds like you're saying, though, that target might be a bit too lofty.
I'm not saying it's too lofty. The devil's in the details, and we'll work constructively with legislators, with regulators, with the administration to develop a good policy, and I think we'll do that. Okay.
Tom, with your own results, which, you know, as I mentioned, you beat revenue, your earnings came in line with estimates. You know, Obama talks so much about jobs and economic recovery. In your own business, then, are you seeing any type of recovery or a strong recovery?
Oh, absolutely. Our industrial sector represents about 1/3 of our electricity sales. And we have seen the growth in those sales about 8% this year, far more than we thought we would entering the year. And one of the interesting things is, while we have not seen jobs follow that industrial output, the good news is our industrial efficiency is up about 18%. So we believe, as a result of increased efficiency, that improvement in industrial sales will be sustainable over a long period of time. As well, we're seeing signals across our 4-state area in the Southeast where we think the jobs will come.
Well, exactly. That was my follow-up question, Tom, is that, you know, are the jobs going to come, and at what point do you think it's going to start to accelerate then, following that efficiency?
You bet. Well, let me just give you some examples. In every state we serve, we see good signals of that activity. For example, Austal Shipbuilding. We think we'll add about 1,800 jobs in the Mobile area. Mercedes-Benz is moving its C-class operations. That'll be another 1,000 jobs over the next 4 years. Interestingly, in Georgia, Gulfstream is increasing its business jets facility. That's another 1,000 jobs there. Mississippi, we're seeing a thin film solar manufacturer, Styon, add 1,000 jobs in the next 4 years. Okay. And the newest international airport in Florida has started its operations last year, and throughput there is up 165%. So the signals, I think, are in place to get employment to follow the industrial activity.
Tom, what is making the difference? Because when we were talking with David Ratcliffe, your predecessor, even just 6 months ago, you know, he was expressing some concern about the jobs market, but also about your commercial customers, those very same industrial customers. So what has changed in the last 6 months?
Well, I don't think it's changed other than it has evolved as we thought it would. When you think about economic recoveries, they are always led by the industrial sector. And then what you see is, as employment increases associated with that increased industrial output, you'll see jobs arise, the residential sector will increase, real incomes will rise, consumption will rise, and then the lagging indicator will be commercial. So as the jobs come, the office buildings will fill up, the schools will get bigger, and there'll be more of them. So industrial is the leader, followed by residential, and then commercial. And we think it's happening.
And Tom, before I leave you, you know, as I'd mentioned about David Ratcliffe, one of the hallmarks of his leadership there was that he was very sort of averse to acquisitions. You know, he didn't want to do them unless it was absolutely necessary. Are you going to stick to that philosophy, or are you now more acquisitive because premiums have come down for a lot of targets?
I've worked with David probably 25 years, 4 different times in my career. I've been involved in strategy with Southern really since about 1998. I would expect our strategy with respect to mergers and acquisitions to be just consistent. We're always looking. It's part of our fiduciary responsibilities as leaders of the enterprise. But Southern Company on its standalone basis has a wonderful proposition for investors, offering attractive returns, a good dividend yield at one of the lowest risk profiles, in my opinion, in the industry. In order to make mergers and acquisitions make sense, we've got to improve upon what we think is one of the most attractive stories in the industry today.
Yeah, but yes, and I can see that, but but you're also amid an industry consolidation where you've got Duke buying Progress, so you must be sort of feeling a little bit of that wind at your back.
I don't view it that way. I really don't. I think Duke and Progress have their own situation to evaluate. We evaluate what's best for our customers first and our shareholders as well.
Okay.
And right now, that means sticking to our guns, focusing on customers, providing the best reliability at the lowest prices with the best customer service, and we do that year after year.
Okay, you're going to remain consistent with the M&A strategy. Tom, I've got that message. Thank you so much. Good to see you, and glad you can join us for your first interview. Tom Fanning, Southern Company's new CEO.